me get set up. Give folks a chance to hop on, say what's up if you're hanging out. Oh, I need a charger. Classic. Knocking shit over. What's up, Laser King? How's it going? Who do we lose? Penguin? Oh, his little umbrella gun came apart. What's good, folks? Backyard Legend, what's up, buddy? Jacob, man, it's been a minute, right? I'm still getting set up. I'm all over the place here. I'm knocking shit over. Knocking my penguin over. I'm gonna have to put that together. What's up, Leon? Give me a second. I'll get the chat pulled up. What is going on this evening, afternoon? What time is it where you're at? I'm flying blind here. I don't have my chat. My computer's not charged. Very impromptu, as usual, right? I feel like every time I start a live, I'm like, hey, it's been a while since I've done a live, and I catch it back up. And then I always say, man, I'm really going to get connected with a, like, third-party streaming you know, one of those like Streamlabs, StreamYard, whatever. Get a little bit more polished look here. I keep saying it. I've been saying it. I might be full of shit. I gotta get this set up, and then I gotta get, what else do I need? Something. I'm gonna do some giveaways. It's been, I don't think I've done any giveaways since January, or was it December? Was the Christmas one the last time I did one? That's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I'm gonna do some chat giveaways, and I'll do some, obviously, some channel member giveaways. All right, I'm up. I'm live. I'm in. Who's here? Laser King, DA Mac, Backyard Legend, Jacob, Whacker, Leon, Laser King. I already said that. J.R. Ewing. Good evening, folks. This glare is killing me. We'll see how that works. The sunlight's changing too where I'm at, like rapidly. The sun's going down. It's gonna be down quickly. The light in here is gonna change. Can I get my little penguin here put back together? His umbrella fell apart when I knocked that shit over. Hey, what's up, Finner? What's up, Gavin? This might require a more delicate fix. I can't tell here. I broke my penguin. That's not it. Weird. Where'd that extra... I feel like I have an extra piece floating in here. This is a bad use of stream time. I'll tell you that much. I'll worry about that later. Put these pieces in one place. Louis 22. What's up, gang? Oh. Gavin. Did I say what's up? I need a drink. I'll be right back. Hang on. Code Red, it is. What's new with you folks? Anybody got anything new, anything good lately? Let's see here. I know on the way I've got the Plastic Man wave shipped from McFarlane Toy Store. I only, as far as that digital wave, I only grabbed the repaint of, is it Rebirth or New 52 Batman, blue and gray with the Bruce Wayne head. He shipped. I've got a bunch of superpowers to open here. I am looking forward to Plastic Man, but I'm gonna have some complaints because I mean, that's a whole wave of repaints just to get that Build-A-Fig. That is scummy. You know, when the good stuff comes out, it's as good as anything they've done. Like, they have been like killing it with some of the things like what, like the Monitor figure, you know what I mean? Like that Build-A-Fig from that damn Infinite Earths wave and the Superman from that wave. They're really good. It's just like, man, they're killing us with the price discrepancies, all bazillion repaints, constant repaints with the platinums. Killing me. Killing us, man. Laser King, you just spent $300 on the Batman 6-pack. Wow. Well, did I see a rumor that there's going to be a Bruce Wayne 6-pack? Or do we think that's real? I feel like I saw that a while ago. Okay, here's what I want to show you. So in this period of me being kind of fed up with what Todd's doing and just kind of whatever, I've been picking up a lot of Hasbro stuff, actually, believe it or not. I think I've said this before, but I've been going hard and picking up, like, every time I see a civilian type figure, 6-inch, you know, on sale for like 12 to 15 bucks, I grab one. So I did get Maddie Murdock, but I also, I got sucked in and I couldn't let this, I let that 3-pack buy, with the Daredevil one with Bullseye. So I had to go for this, I had to spend 50 bucks just to get this Daredevil figure because it's a 2-pack with Hydro Man, which I don't care about. I'm actually glad I got this one. I really like the hatching and feathering. This is so much better than what Todd does on those sketch editions. This is executed like surprisingly well. I usually don't care for the cross hatching and cell shading and stuff. This one, it really works really well. And just seeing photos of that first Daredevil that wasn't, it was just all red. This just has, I don't know, he just pops a bit more. And he's got toes. I mean, Hasbro's doing some stuff that's surprising me. Because I've, man, if you know, a few years back, I was just talking nothing but crap about them. I feel like they're maybe kind of taking some cues from Todd here and there, and it's paying off for him. So I got some Legends. Oh, I got this Scarlet Spider too. I picked him up. Those are good. And then the other thing I did was I never cared about G.I. Joes at all. Never got into those. Never played with them as a kid. Never watched the cartoon. It was just kind of a little bit outside of my window of time when I was younger. But I did perk up when I saw those like 60th anniversary, just the generic soldier and the Frogman from the G.I. Joe line. I am really disappointed with these. Everything's like loosey-goosey. Nothing stays pegged in real snug. So moving them around is not, just not satisfying at all. And man, I was really stoked, especially the Frogman. I was even more excited about the Frogman. And I'm not happy with how I had him. You know, you load him up with gear and the stuff just kind of falls out really easily. So if you're just trying to pose him, and I mean, even the stuff that's like doesn't peg on, like this is just strapped around his leg, loosey-goosey. Although one thing I noticed about this guy, have you noticed that Hasbro is maybe adopting the Todd diaper? Are you seeing this? Because this is soft and gummy. This whole pelvis piece, it's softer. It's rubbery. It's got some give to it. I feel like he's trying to. Feel like they're trying to jock what Todd's doing a little bit. And I've grabbed a couple of these G.I. Joe figures because, like I said, some of them do pass as civilians. So they go on sale, I scoop them up. Some of them have been very good, and some of them have just been this kind of just missing out on some polish, which is too bad because they all have they seem to all have the drop down hips. Sometimes they have just a little bit more oomph than the Legends. But man, I was really disappointed with both of these. I thought they were going to be really fun, and I'm just not happy with them. One thing I did do, hang on, give me a second. Can I find it real quick? Where are those guys? I also, because I had never bought any of these figures, and I wanted to give them my honest assessment is I picked up an Action Force figure. This is, I think, from the most recent line, but I'm not sure. It might be a reissue. And this, I mean, the guy that makes these, he runs his mouth a lot, and he's got kind of little man syndrome. Really tedious to listen to, but I'm pretty satisfied with this figure. It's a lot of fun, and the way they do certain things is really smart. Just the little the way the night vision or the binoculars, the way you can poke them in there like that, or flip them and they fit right down there. Very nice. Just really smart, and just, you know, every little clip or magazine, whatever you want to call it, comes out of there. The grip, or the sort of cradling hand, the barrel cradling hand, very nice. So that's my honest assessment, because I can't stand listening to that guy. It's miserable. Man, those guys are just unhappy all the time. But it's a good figure. I'll give him that. Certain things, I mean, I could get real in the weeds about the decisions about which pieces are softer and which compared to like how Hasbro does it, but I'm very pleasantly surprised. Pretty cool. Oh, and then actually, we're still on Hasbro because I also did I talk about this last time? I got a Indiana Jones because I needed a fedora hat for fodder. And these are really great. They only have the single elbows and knees, but this feels really well done. Contrast to that Joe I was complaining about. Everything around here, just feels really snug. The way the jacket and the messenger bag, way they're layered on there. Very fun. And then I also grabbed on sale, super cheap, one of these starting lineup figures. I just wanted to see how these are great. Absolutely not worth $50, and that's insane that they were charging $50 for these. But pretty fun fig. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, I don't know what the solution is as far as the torso, because I like how the jersey's one piece, but it does get in the way of torso movement. So I don't know. But I mean, I got this for I think less than $20, and very worth it just to play with. And I had to get the LeBron because that's literally, I don't follow any sports. So, I mean, LeBron's the only name out of that whole wave that I knew, really. They should have gone with maybe some classic names. They might have been a little bit more popular. It's too bad. I mean, because they can't possibly be making more of the starting lineup after this one tanked. But I kind of dug what they were doing. All right, that's the that's my 6-inch little detour there. Thanks for playing along with that. Let's move on. Was there anything else? Oh, you know what? I want to show you guys something. So I had a million kind of customs going on at the same time, and it's been driving me kind of nuts. Oh, hey, what's up, Reality Rebel and Tony and Catherine, Californication, Victor. Hey, gang, good to see you. Papa Tiger, what's up, buddy? So I've just had a bunch of different little custom projects that I could keep adding to my pile of things going on at once. So many of you know, what's up, Legend of Light? A couple years ago, I made a comic book. You guys helped me crowdfund this comic book I made. It was obviously a comic story, but it also had fake ads like, oh, I don't have it in there. Shit. I pulled that page out. Like a fake toy ad, right? Well, and I made a bunch of custom figures for that, Well, I'm working on another one, and it's gonna have even more characters here, more toy content, more pages of toy stuff. Because this one, it just had this big spread, and I want this next one to have, like it'd probably be a dozen pages or so of custom toys. So those I'm working on. I'm working on some custom. These are all 6-inch. I'm working on. They're all kind of Hasbro and Hasbro adjacent stuff. To make those, I'm working on some 7-inch customs for DC. For Joker goons, like henchmen for every kind of main villain in Batman's universe. I've also had some others going on. Like, I got a hair up my ass to do some customs based on, if any of you guys watch I Think You Should Leave on Netflix, the sketch comedy show with Tim Robinson. Like, I've been trying to work on some for these. Like, I made this, like the Dan Flashes guy, the guy that gets the shirts with the crazy patterns. He's laying on the couch yelling and stuff. I've been messing around with these, but they're not totally, I don't feel super in love with the way they're turning out. Like this one's the best of them so far, but I'm just not, I kind of feel like I need to just take this, might take this project off my plate. Like I've got a few, like I tried to do the Baby of the Year guy and the Charlie Brown woman from the Shark Tank show. But I'm just not totally feeling great about where they're at. I don't know. And I just don't want to sink more time in them because I have so many damn things going on at once. So I don't know. I might take those off my plate. Just maybe put them in a drawer, come back to them another time. So Laser King, I'm glad you appreciate him. I don't know. Sometimes I get too in my head maybe, and my expectations are too high. Part of it is, I'll tell you what, part of it is my method of doing this stuff. I'm always trying to avoid doing the prep stuff, you know, sanding and I try to avoid taking them apart if I have to. And I always just make it more difficult than I need to. And I say that about the like 6-inch, the Hasbro stuff. The McFarlane stuff comes apart exactly the way you would want it to. Like even the torsos and the hips, they all come apart. The Hasbro stuff, you know, the torsos are sonic welded together, or however, you know, you gotta really boil them to get the arms out. And so as I do this stuff, I go in there and I paint, and then I wait for it to dry, and then I hit it with clear coat, and then I come back to do the next part, and a little piece of paint chips or whatever, and it's like, God, and I got to do that whole process again to get back where I was, and it just drives me nuts, and it just ends up giving me a bad. I come away with it from the experience with like a negative taste in my mouth, and therefore I get kind of down on the thing. So me not know. Hey Omar, what's up, buddy? I'll show you. You guys want to see? Let me show you a comic update, because it's coming along. I've still got a ways to go. I still think it's kind of more than a year away, because like I said, I'm doing the artwork. I'm doing 20 pages of story, and I'm doing 10, 12 pages of custom toy content, and I also want, a bunch of pages of just like pinups, like full page splash pages of characters that aren't maybe in the story as much, but kind of fit in the universe. But anyway, some of these pages, as they're getting close to being done, so much closer to what I want my art to look like. So I'm feeling pretty happy about the progress of some of these. That's kind of a, quiet, civilian page there, but then we get into maybe, let's see something else that's coming along better. What do I want to show you? Here's another page where the guys are kind of in full costume. The heroes are out there doing their thing. Feeling pretty good. So like the gag of what's happening, because this I don't know if you don't know this comic book universe, the whole gag is that the guy is a graphic designer, and he battles, he's a superhero and he battles villains that are all graphic design themed, right? Well, in this issue, in the story here, he encounters this universe's version of Catwoman. Her name is Heather Gray, and she's a colorblind cat burglar, and she's stealing colors. So there, it goes into a stretch where it is black and white. So there are pages in here that are, you know, they're getting closer to done, but they won't have color on purpose. So making good progress, but just it's a ton to do because I want the book. I want it to be like, you know, it's taken, you know, a few years to put this together. I would like it to be like 50 pages or so. I want it to be kind of a substantive thing. And as good as I feel about how we did on the first one, this next one is kind of gonna be the fully realized potential of what we did this first time around. So it'll get there. We'll get there. Let's move on to some Todd stuff. What's up, gang? Thanks for the kind words. Yes, Jacob, this will be the Empire Strikes Back. And I mean, like I said, I'm doing kind of multimedia stuff here in the sense that it's not just the art, it's photography of these customs. It is stuff like the fake, you know, fake movie poster for a live action movie. So, you know, photographing my buddies and then turning those into a digital painting. So I'm trying to just, you know, make the experience as unique as possible. My art, it's getting much better. I'm feeling a lot better about it, but it's not going to blow you away by like somebody who's a total pro and doing this every month. So I want to try to jazz up the presentation with stuff that other people aren't capable of doing, like, you know, throwing photography, throwing multimedia stuff in there, just, you know, make it as unique as I can. Toy Gains, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Folks, if you're not subscribed to Toy Gains, I really think you gotta go watch that channel. The thing about the Toy Gains channel is there aren't as many. I mean, there are reviews of new stuff that's coming out, but he does these videos where he's just kind of talking about the topic in general. It's all like evergreen, kind of just thoughts about the hobby, and it's good stuff. It's the stuff we all kind of think about, but nobody ever really articulates it. Pun not intended. Victor, thanks for joining the channel as a channel member. If you want to be eligible for the giveaways, join the channel for $1 a month. I'm gonna do some giveaways today that are just chat. So if you're not subscribed, if you're not a paid member, you will be eligible for some giveaways today. But I do need to actually like pull up the list of channel members, compare that to my little spreadsheet here so I can do some giveaways. I actually got like some sun today. We went to a friend's birthday party and we were all hanging out outside, and it actually ended up being nice for once. Okay, so I want to go here. Okay, we're at some point we're gonna have to embark on this thing of you guys watch me update a spreadsheet, the thrilling video content of that process. But before we get to giveaways, I am going to open superpowers. Superpowers, baby. So yeah, I got this Superpowers wave. We got some gold. We got some green. Sinestro. And some repaints here, some re-releases. Okay. Okie dokie. I'll tell you what, really the only one I'm really actually interested in this whole thing is just the gold one. Just because that looks like Tech Shield Batman from the OG Kinner, right? Kinner. Louis 22, thanks for the $5, buddy. So my Plastic Man wave has shipped from McFarlane Toy Store. Let me do something. I should probably. I always have to think of like, okay, I need to. What part of the video is gonna make for a halfway decent thumbnail when I go back and like edit? Like, so let's do this. Let's show you these. This spread. Oh, Darth, I'm drinking water and I'm drinking a can of Code Red. I'll be right back. Hang on 1 second. All right, let's open these turkeys up. Who are we gonna start with? Let's start with these lantern guys. Yeah, Finner, it's not right, man. An entire wave of reissues to build Plastic Man. It's scummy. It's not cool, man. Ooh, I like this. Is this Hal Jordan? I like this Hal Jordan. I don't think I've seen this body. It's hard to tell. It feels new. It feels like a new body buck. I'm not certain. I don't pick up every single Superpowers release. I've kind of avoided most stuff outside of Batman's world just because I can't get everything, but I do love the vehicles. I didn't order Brainiac's ship. I feel like I gotta draw the line and start passing on some things, but I don't know, man. DA Mac, you best believe I'm stoked for that Batman Forever wave. I really think Batman Forever is probably in my top 3 Batman movies. I honestly put it on my list above either of the Burton movies. Jager, welcome. You're not too late. Never too late unless you come in at the very end. So you best believe I'll be ordering at least 3 of those Batman Forever waves. I think the Build-A-Fig choice is low-key brilliant. Like, it's not going to be something that everybody necessarily wants, but I think it's going to just be cool to have that giant bat. And I think it could even pass as like a alternate universe man bat, you know, if you wanted to. Oh, he could kind of be, maybe he's like, maybe you use that as like your Pattinson man bat, you know, or Bale, you know, where the realistic universe man bat. Dickard Grayson, I don't know if I said what's up, but welcome. Kelson Fonseca, hello from the U.S. Thanks for watching in Brazil. Thoughts on the Joker 2 trailer? Toy Games asks. So just so you guys know, when the first Todd Phillips, right? Joker movie came out, I thought I was rolling my eyes so hard at it because it was just like, I mean, if you're like a fan of Scorsese, then you could tell right away it was just kind of like they were ripping off King of Comedy and ripping off Taxi Driver, and I wasn't feeling it. Held out for a long time for even watching it, and then when I watched it, I was like, okay, this is pretty solid. I'm into it. It's not like one of my favorite sort of Batman or DC adjacent movies necessarily, but I dig what they did. I think it was smarter than I was giving it credit for. Never in a million years thought they would make a sequel to that, because it kind of just feels like, all right, he said what he wanted to, and I mean, that universe doesn't really feel ripe for just like revisiting and hanging out in, right? But then Todd Phillips, this is kind of the punk rock weirdness of Todd Phillips, is that the edgy, shocking way to follow up that kind of gritty 70s sort of thing is to do something that's going to turn off a lot of that sort of very diehard, Joker fan audience, is make a musical. So I think it's kind of brilliant. The trailer looks very good, actually. I'm all for tapping into other genres and classic films. We've seen enough of these movies that are just kind of down the middle. That's why I'll argue all day for the Birds of Prey movie, because it was different, and it was being exactly what it wanted to be. Whether you were into that, if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. But it was exactly the kind of movie it wanted to be. It was for a different audience. It wasn't necessarily for guys like us. Maybe it wasn't necessarily it definitely wasn't for people that were, big Snyderverse fans or anything. It's a different vibe, and it totally nailed what it set out to do, and I'm for that. Yeah, Laser King, Joker 2 is going to be a musical. And when I say musical, I'm pretty sure, especially based on that trailer, like a classical style musical, not like modern. Yeah, like an old classic Hollywood style musical. I think it's rad. I think honestly, I think that is like a fucking punk rock move, is to be like, all right. A lot of the vocal fans of that Joker movie were kind of like the, no shade, but like they're kind of the basement dweller nerds, right? Well, okay. The next one's a straight up musical. It's got Lady Gaga in it. What do you think? So I think that's pretty righteous. I think it's a bold move. But guys, I gotta tell you, I'm here to tell you. We all love the superheroes. We love the Saturday morning stuff. We love these 4-color characters from the funny books. Nothing wrong with that. No shame in that. Yeah, I'm a diehard nerd. And will be till the day I die. But you are well served in exploring other media. explore other genres of movies, read different kinds of books, just expand, be a well-rounded person. Your life will benefit. You will enjoy this stuff more because you will see where these creators were inspired and how they're riffing on things of the culture of a certain time period, etc. So if you're out there and you're like, oh my God, it's going to be a musical, maybe when the time comes, listen to whatever, interviews with Todd Phillips. Listen to what he's saying he's inspired by or what he's trying to emulate, and go watch those movies or whatever, and try to understand it. You don't have to just sit back and be like, this is not for me and therefore it's stupid. Just try to grasp it. So here we got this Superpowers lineup. I believe these are entirely new. I'm not certain. I'm not certain, and I didn't get any of the other. I didn't get the Jon Stewart. So if these are reuses, they're new to me. Sinestro is obviously a little bit leaner here. Laser King, God bless you. But if you don't know who Lady Gaga is, God bless. This is, I think this is that first Superman body, but with different arms. The arms kind of seem splayed out a little bit more. What do we call this Superman? Superman of Earth 50. Zur-En-Arrh is a reuse, I think, of the first Batman. Of course, he's just colored different. And then these Goad guys. I didn't get the first Flash, so this is new to me. But really, oh, Justice Lord Superman. Okay. This is the scene stealer for me. Let me get my OG. So here's the comparison we're really dying to see. Here we go, Kenner, Dark Knight Collection, Tech Shield Batman here. And this is the new Todd one, obviously very, very similar. Let's see them flat on their feet just so we can get a little. The Kenner one's a little bit beefier, just a little bit broader chest and a little bit wider waist. Oh, but these don't have knees. These are 5 points. This guy's got the knees. So there you go. Superpowers, I really love it. It's some of the best, most fun stuff that they're putting out, but I just don't have space for everything. So let's do this. Take these guys away. I gotta hang on to this for a minute. We're gonna give away these 4 and hang on. These 4 guys and this bat statue, this bat shoe here. All right. Now, go to my channel homepage, and you're gonna want to watch the little 1 minute review I did of these two statues, and you'll see that the base of this is slightly broken. Some pieces, the glue kind of separated, but I think it's completely fixable, and I think ultimately it shouldn't affect. I think there's a way to get it all put together, and it's not gonna. You'll be able to display this as intended with no issues. But I just want to make you aware of that. So this guy and these guys, it's going to be eligible to anybody in the chat. You don't have to be a channel member. And don't claim it until I give you the green light. You don't say, you gotta be, you're gonna you gotta hold the line, and I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back in 2 minutes, and we'll do the claim. So just sit tight. All right. Okay, what's up, that guy? Okay, one rule I did forget to add. This is gonna be U.S. only. I cannot send a giant box international. Part of the problem is that I had somebody, a channel member win. It was a big package. I sent him a bunch of stuff. They had to pay like tax, like import, whatever the hell you call it. They ended up having to pay a shitload of money. So this one is going to be U.S. only, and you're going to wait till I give you the green light. It's going to be in a minute. So if you want these 4 superpowers, Bobby, it's going to be a claim. It's going to be a claim in the chat, whoever says it first, but you got to wait till I give you the green light to say claim, okay? If it comes through early, DQ'd, all right? 4 superpowers, and this bat statue. This is the black one. This is the black version, okay? Hold the line. Be ready for it. And if you want this collection, this group of figures and statue, claim now. Oh, Nomad did it. Eked in there right away. Northern Nomad, God bless you. Message me. Sorry folks. I know a lot of folks wanted it. Nomad got right in there. Congratulations to you. I gotta find a box that will fit into this damn thing. We'll get there. Oh, Tony. Okay, Tony, I'm glad you asked this question. Hang on. Tony just asked, did I ever do my, because I have plans and kind of ambitions to make a companion to my Batmo Beast war rig. I want to make a version of the '89 Batmobile. I haven't started on it yet. I am going to do it, but I have started on something else. I got a little inspired. If you saw that, did you see that Furiosa trailer, you know, for the new Mad Max movie? If you've seen that trailer, Chris Hemsworth has a like chariot of motorcycles, right? So I got to thinking, I'm playing around with this idea here of a what will be a like chariot of motorcycles kind of grouped together. Just kind of messing around here with these chains holding this kind of like so. It's not really necessarily in any kind of finished form yet. So I have this part, and now I don't know what's going to be the carriage. You know what I mean? What whoever's sort of driving this this chariot of motorcycles, this wasteland ride. Who you know what are they going to be actually sitting in? What, you know, trailing behind these motorcycles? I'll get there eventually. It might be some time before I figure it out. Much like the '89 Batmobile, I haven't quite figured out how to transform that into a wasteland rig yet. But yeah, that, you know, yet another freaking project, you know, custom project started, and add it to the list of ongoing projects. They get done. I finish the projects I start, but sometimes I get too many going at once, and it's very slow. And I have to admit, like lately, and when I do have time to work on something, I've been prioritizing the comic. It just is the most fun. It's the most satisfying of the projects, and I'm really looking forward to having another book. You know what I mean? Yeah, Catherine, you're not a real artist unless you're working on 10 different projects at once. It's true. It's true. But the trick is you got to cross the finish line. You got to get there. No bother. You have this Pixies tour shirt. We saw them here in Indianapolis with Modest Mouse, but I saw them years ago, almost 10 years ago. Back, it was like when Paz was first started as the bassist, and I saw that show was like, that was I was like second row. So that, it was incomparable. That first time I saw them, that was the ultimate. But then yeah, we saw them here last summer. Louis 22, my ultimate goal with the comic project. Well, like, so when I did the first one, you know, I did a crowdfund, I did a Kickstarter, and the thought with that, and I told people, like, if that Kickstarter hadn't gotten funded, I was gonna do it anyway. I would have just made fewer copies on a smaller scale. But my thought was, like, doing it as the Kickstarter, that's copies sold, you know, and I don't really have any ambitions of like becoming a huge, big, you know, success in this, like, you know, in comics necessarily. I just think it's a really fun medium to play in. My background is video and animation and stuff, and doing this is an interesting challenge because you get to control every single thing. Like, video is a group thing, and it's just, you know, something you have to compromise based on how much time and money you have. This is kind of just, you know, the limit is what can you put on paper, right? So it's just really satisfying. It's really fun to do. But the goal is just kind of, you know, if there are people that are interested in the idea, get it to them. Like this one in particular, this is a kind of a parody, and it's geared toward people that are maybe experienced with art and design. You know, all of the characters, their names are, they're puns of, you know, that kind of thing. I do have ideas for other comics that I want to do in the future, but right now I'm doing another one of these. I'll probably do 3 of these this book, because I do have ideas for a third one, and I think my idea for the third one is maybe a little more. It's still a parody, but it's a little more serious. It's a little more like, it's like a real, like, there's some substance to the thought. So a trilogy of these, and then move on to a new title. You want to hear my idea for the other one? The other comic I want to do after this is it's about a like universe where everybody in the world has their own version of like a Knight Rider car. Everybody has their like talking car that is like suits their personality, right? And so the main guy, his name is Detective Driver, and he's the closest thing to the Knight Rider, Michael Knight kind of character. His car is really cool, like Trans Am or Camaro or whatever, and they're hotshot police officers. And so the idea is that the guy, the human, his partner, the car, is murdered at the beginning. That's what kicks off the whole thing. And then he has to then go, he's disgraced from the police force, and he has to go like on the black market and get a new car partner so he can solve the murder of his friend. But the new car that he gets teamed up with is a complete like spaz. Is just like Adam Sandler, like Robin Williams, just complete mental case. And he has to like learn to work with this new partner. He realizes, oh, in his old partnership with the cool car, the car kind of did most of the work and he didn't have to do shit. So he's like, put in the difficult position of like having to actually do his job for the first time. So after we do a trilogy of these, that's the next one. Let's do some more giveaways. What I have to do now, hang on, I got to update I have to go. If you're considering joining the channel, please, by all means, do so now, because now we're going to do some channel member giveaways. But first, I do have to update this. What you call it? My list. You know what? I'm just gonna start this from I'm just gonna delete everything. Yeah, this will just take a moment, folks. God bless you for watching while I do a Excel sheet. So you can tell, I suppose, by my comic book ideas. I like action comedy. I like doing something and having it be for laughs. I like very much inspired by stuff like The Tick, or if you're a fan of the 90s sort of cult comic book, Scud the Disposable Assassin, that was a big influential one for me back when I was a kid. Back in the day when we were all reading Wizard magazine. So, in advance, if you win, I'll need you to contact me. Either there's a email address on my page, or DM me on Instagram and tell me who you are. My username there is Josh from before, all one word. Oh, I just noticed I've got an old friend from high school joined as a channel member. That's cute. I actually also have, if you're watching this, I have some giveaways that nobody ever sent me an address for. These would have been giveaways, I believe, from Christmas. I did a Christmas Eve stream. Go back in my on my live stream, go to my channel homepage, go to live streams, and see if you missed out, if you didn't hear that you would want a giveaway. I'll make a post about them too. Because yeah, if they sit around here for another couple months, they're gonna get somebody else is they're gonna go to someone else. And actually, the only reason I'm not gonna give them to somebody else tonight is because I have too much. I have a pile of other stuff that I need to do giveaways for. A lot of stuff I gotta just get out of here. Okay. Got that updated. What have I been missing in the chat? Okay, so the next giveaways, like I said, they're going to be for channel members only. If you want to join, let me know in the chat that you're going to join real quick and then do it as soon as possible. So here we go. Well, thanks for all the kind words, folks. Yeah, I'm glad you guys dig that idea about the kind of Knight Rider idea. I think it's got good potential, and I also think it's got really good potential for toys, frankly. You know, everybody's got their own car, you know, counterpart. So you would have like the hot, sexy chick, you know, the Black Widow kind of character, and she would have, you know, maybe like a Porsche, like hot pink Porsche or something, like a Barbie kind of style car or something like that. And then you would have like the Kawasaki Ninjas, you know, with like swords and stuff. They're on motorcycles, little, you know, you get it. You could go down, you know, the rabbit hole, and you could have like maybe the because they're all cops, right? Maybe the chief of police has a semi truck or something like that. You know, it would be like, you know, that scene at the beginning of 101 Dalmatians when they're looking out the window and they see all the people walking, and the people look just like their dogs. It's like that, but cars, and then the cars they talk and they have personalities too. So what are we giving away next? All right, hang on. Okay, this will be a fun one. So we're gonna do a few things. I try to, when I do giveaways, the philosophy is I try to give you a few things, because, you know, they're randomly selected. You're entered in the giveaways. You might not necessarily be totally stoked on what you win just because it's kind of, you know, what I've got to give away. Kind of a crapshoot sometimes. So I try to give you 40, 50 bucks worth of stuff. And then hopefully something in there will be your cup of tea, or something you can sell on eBay. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I think it would be unethical if I sold the stuff I get for free on eBay. But you want it in a thing. So, Toy Games, have a good night. Thanks for watching, buddy. All right, here we go. So this one is going to be Joe Christ Batgirl, which frankly, I mean, I think this is one of the best looking Joe Christ figures. And I mean, you guys know me. I ain't mad at the Joe Christ figures. You're going to get her. You're going to get Kid Flash. Maybe this is something that interests you. Maybe not. He's got some extra hands. Loose. And then you're going to get this first appearance Batman, but this is kind of a kit bash, all right? Because I made my own. Here, look. I combined the blue trim with the not cell-shaded body, the purple hands. This one, the one I'm giving away, this is the cell-shaded body there with all black cape, okay? And you'll get all of his hands as well, and his wrench. Wired cape. So, all right. Now we'll choose our winner. Let's see, it's gonna be between the winner is Christian McCoy. So Christian McCoy, if you're listening, if you're out there, and I will make a post trying to notify the winners. Congratulations. You won a few odds and ends there. Let's see. Ooh. Ah, that won't fit. All right, whatever. I'll hold this for now. Okay. Let's do the next one. Okay, so the next one. Oh, I need to make a note of that, who won as well, for my own use. Okay. Next one is going to be is Platinum Warhammer City. Big trifecta here. So you're gonna get the Terminator, artist proof, gray, all gray. You're gonna get what's this guy? Corn Berserker, all gray, artist proof. Wolfguard, artist proof. Let's see who it's gonna be. this one is... Oh, I put a wrong number. I put a number outside the... I don't have that many. Okay. AC, walk all over. You have won a 3-pack of Warhammer Artist Proof figures. Be great to paint if you're in Warhammer, or, you know, just sell them or use trade fodder, whatever. If you're not into that. Capiche? Oh, Tony, you got the, that huge package of Pacific Rim stuff. You got a whole little universe of Pacific Rim stuff. Where can I put these? Usually I have cardboard boxes like stockpiled, ready to go for this reason, to go. And now I don't, and now I've got actually kind of some big packages to send out, like that statue and shit. All right, we're doing one more. Hey, Wu-Tang Batman, what's up, buddy? Oh, Wu-Tang Batman, I was actually just talking about you, not by name, but I was talking about how some international winners have to pay the whatever the customs tax or whatever bullshit. You got kind of screwed over when you won that one. I felt terrible about it. Trying to avoid it. Oh, I need to write the winner here. What was that? Warhammer. Nomad won the statue. What's everybody think about that? Did anybody go in for that Batman Spawn resin statue? The resin statues are just so much more expensive. I passed on it. God love you if you're into the statues, because that thing looks pretty rad. But yeah, just don't need the statue. It seems like an odd choice for their first in-house crowdfund. Yeah, definitely don't need that for 500. But I'm looking forward to. I mean, they got to be getting to that inevitable medieval Spawn. You know, and real figures. You know, I mean, I still think Kickstarter Spawn is is probably the best Spawn figure for my money that they put out. Okay, so we're gonna do one more. And this is going to be a double dose of platinums. You're going to get platinum steel and platinum Sinestro. Not bad. Again, make for great trade fodder. You know, if you're not dying for, well, I don't need platinum Sinestro. Trade fodder, baby. I'm hoping, I'll, you know, be brutally honest, because when they send me stuff, they do tend to send the platinums pretty frequently, which is it's great, you know, but I'm usually not into them, and I give them away like this. If I get that red electric Superman, I'm gonna use that as trade fodder for the wired cape Christian Bale. Because that, I really want that. Can't find, haven't been able to find it, or, you know, it's hard to find, you know, so that's gonna be my little privileged taking advantage of privilege there. All right, here we go. Oh, is he in here? I don't think he's even in here. I don't think he's won anything before. These are going to Dom Life. Congratulations, Dom Life. Dear friend of the channel. Longtime subscriber, longtime channel member. Let me make a note of that real quick. So what pins do I have on my jacket? Look, I've got this Harley and Ivy one. I got a gay Batman and Two-Face. I got the funniest. I like my girlfriend's older brother is gay, so I get a lot of gay people in my life, right? And it is important to me that, you know, we show them support. But I have the funniest ass shirt that I got, and I haven't worn it yet. But it's the Punisher logo in a rainbow, and it's so damn funny. And I just haven't had the, you know, because I'm not gonna wear it like every day. I'll wear it during, you know, like Pride Month or whatever. But it cracks me up, and I just haven't had the chance to wear it. You know what, Reality Rebel? This Harley and Ivy pin, I think, because there's so many of those little, you know, Instagram shops that sell shirts or you know, enamel pins, and they kind of run together in my mind sometimes when I order, and I don't never order from them again. This, I believe, is from a Instagram account called Geeky and Kinky. You know, so it's all, you know, like, you know, obviously Harley and Ivy. They, you know, sexy Velma and Daphne, that kind of stuff, you know. Little goofs. Jacob, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, we're down with folks at all walks of life around here. All right, so I'll find boxes for that stuff. If you're a winner, you gotta send me on my channel homepage. There's an email address, or DM me on Instagram. So, and I will send you the stuff that you want. Probably wind down here. If anybody's got any last minute sort of thoughts or questions, let me know. if you're waiting on new reviews, new videos, check out my channel homepage. There's a lot of stuff there. I have it organized by playlist, kind of by topic, and there might be some stuff that you missed out when it first got posted. There's evergreen stuff. There's non-review things that are kind of just more general collecting type videos. I am soon, I swear to God, truly, I'm gonna do an updated kind of shelf tour to show you this room and my office at work, which is actually, it's at the point where there might be more stuff in my office at work than there is in here. It is, I've got a massive cabinet, display cabinet in there, and it is full. I want to move some things around a little bit more, kind of get some of these shelves styled in a little bit more. But Laser King, how do you get more subscribers? That I don't know. Truthfully, I mean, like, the appeal of most of my, like, the content that I do is dependent on what I'm kind of showcasing in a video. So if I do a review of this and not a lot of people are interested, it's just not going to get a lot of views. But if I do a video about the, collector's edition Wonder Woman, everybody's been dying for 4 years, a lot of people are going to watch that. So, I mean, and I got kind of fortunate in that I started this channel during the pandemic when I just had more time to do a lot of videos. So, oh, Catherine, there is a Cassandra Cain review. It's a short review. I have a series of the vertical 1 minute, videos that you post on here, like TikTok style. She's in there. So if you go to my channel homepage, there's a tab for shorts. Take a look there, because that's just that Cassandra Cain was just a retool of wave one Sean Murphy Batgirl. So I don't have a ton to say when it's just kind of a glorified repaint. You know what I mean? Reality Rebel. I am so stoked on that new Zaz, and this is exactly where I show my complete hypocrisy, because it's everything I complain about. It's just blatant reuse that's not exactly perfectly tailored to the source material. It's stuff like painted tally marks instead of sculpted scars. But that Zaz is, I think most people would recognize that version of Zaz from Nightfall, but to me, it's from his actual real first appearance, which was Shadow of the Bat. I don't know what number. It might have. Hang on a second. Well, whatever. It was from Norm Brayfogle, Alan Grant era of Batman, which, people would have different opinions about that era. It was coming out when I was younger, and I really liked it. So there's a storyline in the Shadow of the Bat, Grant and Brayfogle. It's called The Last Arkham. It was Zaz's first appearance. It's great. It's a great story. I highly recommend it. It's held up pretty well. It kind of came out in the wake of the Grant Morrison Arkham series, so it's not quite as dark and adult as that, but it's kind of, it's got that, like, that 90s, like, Hannibal Lecter kind of edge. That's kind of what Zaz, I think, kind of where he came from. So, so as far as execution of the figure, not perfect and not ideal, but just because I have that soft spot for that storyline, I can't wait. so that's where, that's where I'm full of shit and inconsistent with my critique. That's where I'm a shill. Yeah, while you're here, hit like on the video. Much appreciated. Thanks, Backyard Legend. Appreciate you folks. Yeah, if you're on Instagram, follow me on there too. I can, and it's not my Instagram account isn't totally toys, but I do post toy stuff there a decent amount, and I piss people off with my political views. Finner, I don't understand Zaz's eyes, why they're like that either. In my heart of hearts, I truly believe that the inspiration for that look was the Elektra Assassin storyline by Frank Miller and Bill Sienkiewicz, art by Bill Sienkiewicz, which is very painterly and mixed media, and it's wild. If you've never seen that book, Elektra Assassin, it will like blow your hair back. You will never see a book like that that looks like that. But the bad guy in that, the main villain of that, he wore sunglasses. On him, they were sunglasses, and they had that kind of cat eye point, and they had kind of glowing Terminator eyes behind it. I feel like that was the inspiration, even though Zaz isn't wearing sunglasses. They're just like evil looking eyes, I think. Brayfogle, I like a lot of his artwork, but some of it is just like very almost amateurish and like unfinished looking sometimes. Deadlines, you know? Okay, I thought it was #1 of Shadow of the Bat, but then I couldn't remember. Did that series start in the 90s? 92, 3, 4? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the last Arkham was the first trade paperback, Batman trade paperback that I ever bought. Maybe my first comic trade paperback. I got the collected. It's 4 issues, 4-issue storyline. It's very good. It looks like glasses or like a mask, but he's a prisoner in Arkham when his eyes look like that. So he's not wearing a costume. He's literally wearing like shirtless, and he's wearing scrub, pants. Like hospital scrub pants. All right, gang. Good hang. I'm going to peace out. Thank you all for watching. Get in touch with me if you won. I got more stuff that I need to give away. So stay tuned. I'll be back. I'll have more stuff for you. And, yep. That's it. Good night, folks.